on the other hand, there's not enough users trading options on chain because of there's no liquidity and there's no interest. Sure, I think for centralized service provider, there are Deribit, of course. They are the biggest market shareholder.
And I found there's very special, a very cute dragon. You always post it on your official Twitter. What is that? Is that NFT? Is that for customer acquisition? What kind of the meaning to this?
Oh yeah, so Tails by Typus is the first dynamic NFT on Sui, and we utilized the unique dynamic NFT standard provided by Sui, and we built Tails because it's one of our core go-to-market strategy. It's also our user incentive system. So we have been sharing profits with Tails holder based on their levels since last year, September. So it's been over 1 year. We have been sharing over 200k Sui token with our Tails holders. So Tails is a combination of technology provided by Miston Lab and our go-to-market strategy and Typus revenue sharing program. And in the future, Tails is also going to hold majority share of the airdrop that we provided, currently running the leaderboard program. So you can think of Tails as a VIP 1 to 7 level in an exchange. Binance did, but we make it much more fun and approachable. It's a cute dragon, 3D. Whenever it levels up, the appearance change by the level on different traits, such as your eyes change, your horn change, your hair change. So it's a fun experience, and we think it's pretty successful. By this way, we engage a lot of users. Yeah.
Let's go back to the Sui topic here. You just choose the Sui as your the product to be deployed, the best place here.
Yeah.
And would you just please share with us why Sui for Typus?
So first of all, we think Sui has the best consensus mechanism. So we used to build on Solana. Solana got shut down 6 times in 2022. As an option trading protocol, you can't build on a chain that's gonna shut you down because you need to have very sophisticated margin system, and market maker gonna worry about what if during the shutdown period the spot price goes to the roof or drops down to the floor. What happens to my margin account? Will I be get liquidated during the time? So this kind of concerns actually hurts liquidity. So when we know Sui, we understand that they have this partially consensus that you don't need to go through total ordering for every transaction. And the way they do it is because the way that they can enable this kind of consensus mechanism is because of the move language, the Sui move. Sui move is an object-centric blockchain developer language. It focuses on the concept of asset. So everything is an asset. So they put the concept of asset into this programming language. So it has a lot of ownership restriction, and who can touch this object, who can move this object, who can delete this object. They all have very clear upfront declaration. So you can't, this actually minimize a lot of potential risk that could happen like Solana, Ethereum. So Sui has this unique consensus to guarantee speed, efficiency, and stability. Sui has Sui Move to guarantee the asset is safe, and during the developer developing experience, they also provide bytecode verifier that guarantees your bytecode is verifiable, is safe enough so that you can push it on chain for people to use. So the developer experience, our engineers can iterate on our product very fast and very safe. And so we have Sui Move, we have the consensus. I think the last thing that very unique but not a lot of people mention is the storage rebate. I think storage rebate is actually why Typus can do 10 minutes or hourly options that settles 1,000 different shares with 1,000 different bidders in one transactions, along with this PTB, PTB transaction model. So Sui has this kind of unique speed, stability, and composability using PTB. Also, the storage rebate give you this feature that you feel like a flash loan, but it's using gas fee. So you can allocate tons of memory space for your computational demand in one transaction, spending 100 Sui on storage. but you can take like 99 of them back after all the transaction is done. So you can like manipulate the storage demand dynamically, but you actually spending small amount of gas fee after the transaction is done. So this kind of unique feature enables like application to do a lot of different or innovative approach of designing their code, packaging the transaction. Actually, once you start building on Sui, you literally can't accept building on other ecosystem. Yeah, so that's, yeah, Sui is just wonderful. Yeah.
And next question, what is your view on Sui's potential for next billions users, no matter it's from tech, product, or the business perspective?
I think mass adoption narrative has been around since like 2020, but I think Sui probably is the first blockchain gonna deliver this promise because of its technology, and they are launching Walrus as a on-chain storage layer as well, and they also have this Scion to handle the network problem. So I think Sui is actually tackling problem, or Miston is tackling indeed, or they actually has this vision to make an open internet. They are not building just purely a traditional blockchain. I think that's technology wise. They also launching a Sui Play, a hardware, a gaming device recently. I believe most people know that Sui is strategically heavy on gaming since day one. I think this is a pretty smart play that you launch a gaming device yourself, because if you have a hardware, you don't need to be bonded to like Apple tags. You need like gaming developers develop on Sui console, open a Sui gaming stores on this Sui Play 1. They don't need to be paying tax to like Apple, paying tax to Android. They have their own ecosystem. So a lot of like new gamers, developers, they probably will pick this device as a future launch platform. So I think this attracts people who attract Web2 users and Web2 gamers at the same time. So I think strategic wise, they are doing everything they promised when we start building on Sui. Look forward to how the Sui PlayStation turns out. I believe it's very promising. Yeah.
So like Sui mainnet has been live over a year, and we've seen more and more people, they just say that Sui just next Solana. Do you think that is reasonable?
Like it's an easy comparison, or it's a lazy comparison for people to say that. To me, like Solana's tech stack and Sui tech stack is totally different, and I think the culture is pretty different as well. I think Sui is pretty open to every kind of developer, and for me, so we do have experience building on Solana. I think Solana to me is pretty more closed ecosystem, because originally it's been supported by FTX, same. So there is like cabal around Solana builders. They form a culture of cult. But that ecosystem is pretty close. They pick the guys they think that's worthy of investing to build on Solana, and they put all the resources on selected projects. But Sui, I think they welcome all the developers, no matter what your background is, as long as you can provide valuable projects. Technically, they are very different. I think Sui is way superior than Solana. Sui has its unique consensus. Missetis has 0.3 second latency, or you can say finality. That's, I think, the best across all chains right now. And Sui has unlimited TPS. Sui has this unique storage rebate mechanism. Sui has its own ZK login. Sui has tons of stuff that Solana doesn't have. And like when we were building on Solana, it's like chewing glass. The developer experience is not good, so it's chewing glass. But on Sui, it's like smooth as butter. Like you can just easily code and verify everything easily, and you can have more confidence on the code you write is safe, guaranteed by Sui Move itself. So I understand people are making this comparison, but to me it's very different. I think the liquidity paradigm, the macro is different, everything is different. It's just a easy or lazy narrative for people to have like imagination over like what kind of price we can be in this cycle. So they are making this comparison, but to me it's pretty different. Yeah.
So why is now the best time to participate in Typus Finance?
So first of all, Typus is going to launch our token Q4, so that's for sure. And our airdrop program has been running since June this year, and it's a fun but also profitable experience if you ever tried. And Typus has this vision to provide the best yield, the best trading experience, the best UI for our users in long term. And as you may know that we are going to have perpetual in the future built on Typus, and we're also going to have a secondary market using RFQ to provide liquidity for current users that wants to realize their profit before expiry. And we also got this perpetual for users that can use their in the money option position to open a perpetual position on Typus perpetual. So we got a lot planned to be happen on our roadmap, and we never stop building. We are day one launching partner with Sui. We won the KuCoin Hackathon in Paris. We won the Hong Kong Hackathon, the Sui Builder House in Hong Kong last year. So we have been shipping innovative products. We have been trying to provide the best yield. We've been trying to create the best user experience since day one. We are going to keep doing it.
You just mentioned about a token launch, and how do we participate in the token launch plan of Typus?
We have a plan for our TGE. It will be pretty special. I don't think people ever done this before, but this is Typus DNA. We're trying to do the new fancy shit. So our TGE will be in 3 phases. Phase 1 is a Dutch auction for the spot Typus token. It will be lasting for 4 hours, and we will set a starting FTV of the token and a lower bound FTV of the token. If it got sold out in this period, it will be settled at that price. So that's a phase 1, and at least 80% of the Dutch auction proceed will goes to AMM directly, either Cetus or Aftermath or other pools, and start trading. And the phase 2 is we will airdrop users Typus token spot. And our phase 3 is we're going to airdrop daily Typus call option to our airdrop users in a recursive way. So we will give you, basically we will give you daily Typus call every day for the upcoming year. So you can enjoy the upside of Typus by having these call options. We will have more details announced. I know it's a bit different. It's probably somehow complicated. I think it's the best way to align interest of our users and projects long-term growth. I know a lot of people do not trade options before, but I personally recommended every users to learn a little bit about options. So you see my logo, the t-shirt, you deserve more options, because options is the only financial instrument that give you this asymmetrical upside. So it gives you unlimited upside, but very limited downside. This unique payoff structure is actually very beneficial for retail users. And Typus is trying to provide the best user experience, and we're trying to onboard new users that never trade options before. And we also have this Tails by Typus user incentive systems, and we provide all kinds of underlying assets. And right now, it's actually the best time for you to try out our product. You get yields. You also get a share of Typus token from the airdrop. Yeah, why not just check out our websites? And I believe everyone deserves more options. Yeah, thank you.